Now, you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years, waiting for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
What do you mean? We've done everything that you asked of us.
How many of those do you guys have? Now, as I was saying, neither of you will be starting, but both of you will be playing.
Coach, I'm sorry, but I'm not switching positions.
I'm not asking you to switch positions. You both get reps at QB. This is a defense-first team now, so I don't need your heartbreak kids nonsense. All I need is for one of you to manage things and make sure the offense doesn't give the game away, because my defense certainly won't. Understand?
But you've seen what we did in high school.
I don't care what the heartbreak kids did 2 years ago, son. I'm more concerned what you can do now in college and winning a lot more at ease. So I'm gonna rotate you guys. I'm gonna stick with the hot hand until I see what I can get out of one of you. And you'll start the first half. If you do well enough, you'll stay in. If not, we'll see what Tommy's got.
Coach, you can't be serious.
You two are competitors, right? Well, that's how you're gonna have to approach this, as a competition. Now go on, get out of here.
EA Sports coverage of college football takes us to Miami, Florida at Hard Rock Stadium for the 2019 Kickoff Classic and an early season matchup of powerhouses. It's the USC Trojans taking on the Florida Gators. It is time for the Kickoff Classic and a new season of college football underway on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Best. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 58 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Gators have taken the early lead. Well, Coach O'Brien, he could not have asked for a better start for this offense, getting a score on their opening possession. I guess maybe that justifies the call they made with which quarterback to start.
I'm just wondering, from everything we heard this offseason, what do you think, partner? Did he flip a coin about who would start at quarterback, or did he really evaluate them in the preseason? But look, that first drive, first career start against a big-time opponent, packed stadium, noise coming from everywhere. How about how he handled this? Took the team right downfield, put 6 on the board, and how about the statement of Tommy Matthews on the sideline? He's telling him, this is my job to lose.
Now a draw play. Here's Charles. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now Jamal Charles on third down. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. Throwing on first down. Best. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
These college offenses, Charles, so wide open. And there's an example right there that we just saw. And let me ask you, how does a college offense differ from an NFL offense? Or does...
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Trojans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The SC offense about set to take over here. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run from the gun with Charles. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Brings up
and on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. USC gets set here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Charles. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Charles. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Flynn into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Best. He'll get this one to Galladay.
Yeah, baby, we coming again.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
That's good.
It's a big play there. And even 50 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Gators 21.
Operating from the gun. Best. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. As we saw right there, they've got a quarterback that, while, yes, he can throw it, he's not afraid to tuck the ball and run, and it paid off with a score on that last play.
Yeah, Brandon, he's a true dual-threat guy. I mean, if you take away the passing lanes, he'll use his legs and create plays like one we just saw there. I really think this young guy could just tuck it and go more times than not if he chose to do so.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to the air on 2nd down. Flynn, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different in that position.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. From 3 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start. Now with 3 touchdown passes.
Well, that's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Flynn. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw on third down. Flynn, and that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first two possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there. 61 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. First and 10, Florida. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
First down.
Operating from the gun. Best.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
Take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10. At their own.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate one fumble, twos, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking. And
he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 2 yards.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Looking to throw on second down. Best. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
But the incomplete pass there, and you think about the quarterback position in college football. kind of seems like once you get a guy developed, his 4 years are up just like that. He's off to the NFL. So what we're seeing here, a first ever college.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. From 17 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And that's now his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his first ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story because ordinarily, when a junior's making his first start, he's had a few reps along the way prior to, but in this case, the number is 0. So this is almost off the charts. They were watching him make his first start as a junior, and already he's thrown 4 touchdown passes in this game. This is absolutely amazing.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Flynn, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so.
And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Lakin Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Touchdown number 5 for the junior quarterback. And that certainly makes Coach O'Brien's job at the postgame press conference a lot easier.
And you're right, it certainly made Coach O'Brien's press conference awfully easy. But how about the conversation he's now going to have with Tommy Matthews? Because all indications we had from talking with Coach during the preseason, he told them both that they were going to get their chance. But now that this guy's thrown 5 touchdown passes, now he has to go back to Tommy Matthews and kind of shrug his shoulders and say, I know what I intended to do. I know what we talked about. But he's got the hot hand. We're going to have to go with it.
On 1st down, Flynn, this complete to the tight end Clay. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw on 2nd down, Flynn, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now an inside handoff for Charles. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. On 1st and 10, Best. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
That's good. 4, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season.
Nothing.
The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Trojans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. From the gun, Flynn, little underneath ball to Clay. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now he's forced out right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
42-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Flynn finding Walker complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one. The Trojans come up now 1st and goal. From the gun, Flynn to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Flynn's pass.
Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action. Maybe
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way.
The quarterback sacked.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Following the fumble recovery, Best. He's going to go deep for Beasley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. And what a big-time play there. 58 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
It never takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Defense.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. A 5-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Gators 62, Trojans nothing.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Trojans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Flynn, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
A fumble on the play.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw on second down. Best, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The SC offense about set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. To throw on second down. Flynn looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Charles. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. Throwing on first down. Best. Throwing deep for Galladay. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
On the deep ball. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake. Best. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Lakin Smith, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back,
and all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Gators 77, Trojans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
it certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Operating from the gun. Flynn into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. That play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble, move his feet, quarterback run plays, you name it. Everything is in the playbook now when he comes on the field. And that's what you like because, you know, Coach O'Brien's background is defense. And as a defensive coordinator, what drove him crazy? Quarterbacks that can move.
But the coaches even said to us, Charles, that at times he reminds them of a running back.
Yeah, and they don't want to say it very loudly and take all the motivation away from this young man. But if they had to move him to running back full time, they'd be very confident that he'd be a good one.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
For the Florida field goal, a 50-yard attempt.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake.
There it is.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is a lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Trojans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's go, let's go.
On second down now, it's Charles, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football, and this will be scooped up by the defense.
The quarterback is sacked.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Best. Flushed out right. Now he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. But Charles, here we are in the fourth quarter, and they've got a pretty comfortable lead here. You know, Coach O'Brien, as we talked about, he made those statements about his plans to possibly rotate the quarterbacks, but we have not seen. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Here's Charles. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Flynn looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for number 10.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 3rd down, Flynn. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 24.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
For USC.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
The Gators take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get that? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
Nah, boy.
And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys,
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On first down, Flynn going underneath for Charles. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.